What's up, y'all? Welcome back to DCPC channel. Welcome back. Special video today. Today's a special day. It is our dad's birthday. My pops. He's 60 years old.
Are we allowed to say his age?
I said it. No, my dad is probably his age. My dad is probably his age because he don't look 60, so he always asks people all the time, like, how old do I look? And they be like,
they always say like 29 or something, or
yeah. And he's like, I'm 60. So if you ever seen him, yeah, he'll probably do that to you. So we gonna react to some pictures, just in honor of his birthday today, and kind of give him some backstories to those things. So first we're gonna go with this picture. This is me and my pops when we were back in the 80s, 89. You don't remember?
You were a baby.
I was a baby.
With a lot of hair.
With a lot of hair. Yeah. You're not supposed to be looking down. You're supposed to be looking over there.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I was a baby with a lot of hair, and that's me and my dad. Always, been kicking it with my pop. So, ever since back then, he's always been a great father, and always been there. So, as you can see back from the picture, always been like that.
And that's why you're like that. The baby's supposed to be when you like that too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Baby, and then Princeton used to,
This one. We won a championship. Our church, we done won 2 years in a row, and we coming for that thing 3 times. So my dad is a baller. I'm gonna go to his next picture of him balling. He's a baller. He will ball you up. He's 60. I done brought my friends out there, and they be on the court, and they be like, oh my gosh, I can't. They get tired before my dad. So
yes.
He goes at it on the court. Me and my brother.
A lot of energy.
Yeah, me and my brother got the game for him.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So. Okay, so backstory on this picture. We went to Santa Monica Pier. We seen Shaq. And Shaq's security guard was telling everybody, was, oh, Shaq, and everybody's going crazy. And Shaq's security was like, Shaq don't want to talk to nobody today, just want to spend time with his kids.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knew kind of like basically leave Shaq alone. Me and Shaq crazily got to a place where we kind of ran into each other on accident. Mm-hmm. I turned around and like Shaq was right there, and I was, what's up, big Shaq? And we she was with me, and we just start talking, and we talked for like 15 minutes, like about all kind of stuff. I was trying to ask him the whole time. I was like, Shaq, call D Wade.
Oh yeah.
D Wade's always been my favorite player, and that's when he was on the Heat. I was like, call D Wade, Shaq, and he was like, hold up, and he got on his phone, called D Wade, didn't answer. He was like, I'm sorry, I'll try for you. But after that, like, we talked like I think 2-3 more times, and we were the only people on Santa Monica Pier that Shaq was talking to. So my dad came back, and my dad was somewhere else. He was like, wait, y'all been talking to Shaq? And Shaq was at Taco Bell. I was like, Dad, I want you to go meet Shaq. So Shaq was over by Taco Bell, and I went by, Shaq's security was kind of blocking it off, and I went up to the security. I'm like, hey, you think it's cool if I bring my pops to meet Shaq? And I thought he was gonna be like, didn't I tell y'all I don't want nobody talking to Shaq? And he was like, he's like, why you asking me that? Like, Shaq been chilling with you all day, like, go ahead. So I brought my dad, and he got to chop it up, as y'all see in the picture with Shaq. And Shaq offered to buy my parents Taco Bell. My parents said no, they was cool because they just ate, but that was a cool experience for him to meet Shaq, because my dad's a Laker fan.
Yeah.
So I'm a Heat fan.
Like you.
I like LeBron. Like I respect the Lakers because that's my dad's team.
He'll be a Laker fan. I
root for LeBron.
One day.
But I'm a Miami Heat fan. I'm loyal. You should know that. Anyways, yeah, so my dad got to meet Shaq, got to pray for him, gave him a card to the church and stuff like that. So that was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope. This picture, super fly.
His hair was long.
His hair was long.
Super long.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually thinking about growing my hair like this. I was gonna grow it like this in honor of his birthday, but I said, know what, I'm gonna just cut it off. But he was always fresh, man. To this day, my dad is fresh.
That's only his like signature hairstyle.
What?
You can leave your dad to it.
I might do it. I might bring it back. We done seen the Afro brought back, dreads, all kind of stuff. I might bring Jerry curl back. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, that's my dad back then. He always been wearing suits, as y'all see in the picture. He's always been fly, always been fresh. That's where I get it from.
Chill out.
Yeah, that's where I get it from. I get it from my pops. So he always been fresh, always been fly, as y'all see from the picture. Welcome back, Money Mace. This is a picture of my pops with Mace.
Someone else. Once again.
Pastor at the time. Pastor. So y'all know my dad's a pastor. My dad went to a conference, and you know, when Mace was doing his pastor stuff, my dad ran into him. So whenever my dad would go to the ATL for his ministry conferences, him and Mace would always run into each other after this. So they were actually pretty cool for a while. So Money Mace, that's Money Mace and my dad was able again to pray for him and have a good relationship with Money Mace. This is next picture.
Princeton and his papa.
Princeton and his papa when we was
still at the hospital.
Still at the hospital.
Princeton was probably like a day old, but very special memory.
Very special memories having my dad there to see both of my kids born. Next picture.
He wouldn't miss it for anything.
Nah.
Best papa.
Nah. So yeah, this is another picture of him and Sorrel when Sorrel was born.
Once again, he was there, and he always shows up.
Yeah. So he loves his grandkids. All, how many is it? Like 10 now? What y'all see these pictures right here?
Always.
Wherever we go, like
drive through,
grocery
shopping. Don't send him to the mall.
No.
But he can never shop.
Well, if he in the mall, too many people couldn't come up to him at the mall. That's why I like going with him to the mall. But any other store, he's always like going up to people. He's always going up to people and witnessing to them about Christ. Everybody is supposed to hear about God, and we're all supposed to be witnesses. And my dad like really takes that to heart. I'm the same way. My dad's a little more than me, but because my dad will do it anytime, any place, anytime. It's crazy, but it really kind of shows you the heart he has for people, and I've seen it my whole life until now. So as y'all see from these pictures, he really reaches out to people, and that's something that you don't see a lot of pastors do, is actually, you know, live the life outside of the pulpit. And he epitomizes us. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
And epitomize. I think I'm saying that right. I think I'm saying that right.
But those who are like close to him or near him, like, and go out with him, like personal, like, they will see that as well. So there's
he really
a lot of
showed
people that actually see that side of him.
Yeah. And Will Barton, who was at the game, shout out to my cousin Chris Haynes, best NBA reporter in the league.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here first. Yahoo. Shout out to my big cuz. When he was with the Portland Trail Blazers, we got to meet all the players after the game and stuff like that. My dad prayed for Will Barton, as you see in this picture. This was after my dad prayed for him. We took the picture with him. And Will Barton was really having some like struggles in his career. My dad told him, he was like, these next few years, your career is gonna take off and you're gonna be a great six man. I kid you not, go look up the stats. After that year, his career like took off. He became like a great six man, and he really became like better than what he was. But I remember he told my dad, he was like, oh, I believe that. I believe God is gonna do it for me. And it really happened. So he's always being used as a vessel to help people, no matter who, no matter where. So that's always a blessing. This is me preaching. Those of you who don't know, I preach too. Those of you that do know, I preach.
He preaches.
I preach too, amongst other things. But yeah, that's probably the main thing that I do. This is me preaching at a service probably 2 years ago, and it's one of my favorite. It's probably one of my favorite pictures. I think I want it blew up one day. And you see my dad watching me from the background, looking all proud and stuff. Your boy. One of my special pictures to this day. So love that picture. One of my favorites.
He's
definitely gonna get blown up.
Definitely proud of you.
You think so? You think so? I think so. I hope so. This is my dad and my mom. Back in the day.
You don't have to say that many back.
It was back in the day. My dad is 60. That is a long time ago in this picture. A long time ago. We're gonna be 60 and we can look back at our pictures, so we're gonna be the same way. So that's my parents back in the day. My dad has been with my mom since they was 15, like us. So they kind of showed, their example is what I saw and why a big reason why we're together. When we was coming up, my dad was always a big proponent of us. He like believed in us as a couple.
Yeah.
When we from jump, he always like loves Celeste. So we're at our moment where we go on breaks and stuff. You know how teenage relationships go. And
not breaks, not plural. We had a break.
We had one big break. Real breakup.
No, it wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long.
It was like a real break, but wasn't like a.
Yeah. We all went our separate ways, and my dad was like pushing us, saying, "You know you love that girl. You know you love that girl. You need to go get your girl back." And I was like, "I don't know," but you know, he pushed for it, and as y'all see, here we are. So he always believed in us as a couple, and we appreciate that because we needed it.
And he took the time out to guide us and show us, and from meetings to calls of encouragement. So he's always been there.
Yep, been there. The best you could ask for, like completely. Like this picture right here, me, my dad, and Prince Edward 1, 2, and 3. Special all three of us. So the name is gonna keep going. So
were they all hyper at one time in their lives? I believe so, because my son is hyper, extremely hyper. So it had to come from someone.
Me and my dad is mellow.
So there's 2 other Edwards. I mean, come on.
I don't seen a picture of my dad before. Some of these some people might not have seen before, but this one is never before seen a picture of my dad. I ran to the church. It was like late at night, and I went to go pick up, because I play the drums too. I do a lot. Play the drums too, so I went to the church because I left something there. I think my watch or something.
Or maybe your inhaler.
Left some extra. Actually, I think it was.
It's always his inhaler.
So went back to the church. I was like, "Why is the lights on?" And I didn't see my dad's car because he had parked in the back. And I walked in, and it's like my dad is like cleaning the church chairs, like. And that, like, I always keep that picture with me to show me, like, no matter how great you get in life at what you're doing, you always got to be a servant. And as much as he's accomplished so much being a pastor in the city that he's in Fresno. It's crazy what he's accomplished in his 21 years. He's never looked at himself like, I'm too high and mighty to serve. I'm too high and mighty to get on my knees and do the work and clean the church like everybody else. And that night, like, really spoke volumes. Like, I already knew, but like that was shocking to kind of see him there. Then I already know he does that, but just like that night, I was like, dang, like you really like.
It was like just late.
It was late. It was late. It was like because actually it was my inhaler, and I really needed it, and I ran to the church. It had to be like 1:30 in the morning, and he was cleaning. You know, in churches the next day. He really cares about it. And it showed me, like, you know, with me and my life, whatever I'm going to do as far as being a minister and being a pastor one day, if that's something that I'm able to do, to still, like, have a heart for being a servant. That's one of the most, God speaks about. The greatest thing of any position is being a servant. So having a servant's heart, and that's
taking care of God's house.
And it's crazy because he's been a pastor for so long. Like he could easily been at home. Like, you know, I'm a pastor of 21 years. I ain't gonna be at the church. I got all these members, but he's always had a heart for the people, and everybody loves him for that. And see his heart, his genuine heart for people. It's not a lot left like him. So. Last one I'm gonna do. This is our big old family from our family vacation.
Big family.
My dad loves our family. He loves when we're all together. There's so many of us. We got 6 kids, and like I said, a whole bunch of grandkids. So the only person who's not in this picture is my sister and her family. My oldest sister, Shika. But that was a special trip. We hadn't been on vacation all together for a few years. So this year we finally was able.
So much fun.
To set aside some time and do that. So it was real special to have this vacation. It really meant a lot to my dad, and us getting to spend some time with him.
Just family time, quality time. I mean, it was nice.
It was nice. It was definitely a great thing.
Yeah.
And Sorrel's first trip to the beach. I know she don't remember.
That was her first trip ever.
Yeah, it was her first trip ever.
Yeah.
She was good too, as she always is.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for watching video. Make sure y'all shout out my pops in the comment box for his birthday. Happy 60th to him.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Pops. I love you. You know what it is. I'm gonna tell you when I see you. But just showing y'all some pictures, get to know my dad. I'm probably one of the most special people to me in my life.
If you know him already, then you probably know what we're
you
talking
know
about.
exactly. You know exactly what we're talking about.
Everything we've mentioned. So
just one of the most, to me, the most amazing men ever. And crazy 60 years old, cause he don't look it, and I don't. And see, the good thing is I'm 30, and I don't look it. How old do I look to you?
Early 20s.
Early 20s.
But me too.
Yeah, you do too. You do too. So thank you, Pops, for that. We'll see you next week with another video. Much Watch Wednesdays. DCPC. We out.
You know that squash? Is that squash come with it? What is that thing? You get fries. What else? Legs, all the feet. Come on, somebody. I got everything that I need at home. Hello, son.
What's up, Dad? Say what's up to Snap one time. God is good. There you go. Enjoy. There you go.
Sir, it is my pleasure tonight, praise God, in that bestow upon you, in that my Lord, the good, and stop that